Guys, it's Sarah and today is Booklist Thursday. This is a video series I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or book topic that we feel like talking about for the week. And this week we are going to be talking about books that we are wild about, which means books that are set in a very nature-y setting, very atmospheric with nature, things like that. I love it when I'm reading a book and the setting or the nature of it almost feels like its own character. I love that in a book. It just makes me feel like I'm actually there. So some of these books have definitely given me that feeling. The first one is Where the Crawdad Sing by Delia Owens. This book is set in a marshy area in the Carolinas, and just really the way that it's described, I felt like I was there. I could feel the humidity. I could feel the dampness and the sand and the mud in between my toes. And just, it really felt like its own being, like the nature of it and the surrounding areas and where she was walking and things, it felt like its own character in its own right. And it really did make me feel like I was in that environment. The next one is Hatchet by Gary Paulson, and this is primarily set in like a foresty area. And even though it's more of a survivalist story, you could really clearly picture the areas that this kid was trying to survive in. And especially there was a fishing scene that was really something that stuck out in my head. And that's like the one scene from this entire book that I really remember, just the way that he was fishing and the water and the currents and, the struggles that he was going through. I could clearly picture myself standing right next to him in this water. The next one is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Now, some of the nature settings are things that were kind of made up, if you will. They were designed to look that way, so it wasn't like really nature, but you could still very clearly picture this dome that they were in and how it was designed, and just the things that they were experiencing was so lifelike, and you kind of felt like you were there as well. The next one I have is Where the Lost Wander by Amy Harmon, and this is a book I read earlier this year and absolutely loved it. And this one definitely puts you in the middle of a traveling across the plains situation, and you could just really feel the emptiness of it and the road and the way that it was described as they were traveling. I could feel like I was there, like kicking up the dust as I was walking, and the sometimes desperation for food and drink and all that kind of stuff definitely just gave me that feeling of I was walking along with them. And the last one is The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. This takes place during the Dust Bowl. And when I tell you, I had to get up while I was listening to this book and drink a ton of water because I felt like I was getting dehydrated just reading this book, even though I wasn't. I felt like I needed water so bad because they didn't have any, and there was literally sand and dirt and dust collecting in their bodies because of how much it was blowing around. They literally couldn't avoid inhaling it. Oh my gosh. Like, atmospheric, not necessarily a place I want to be, but definitely, it made me thirsty. Okay, guys, those are some books that have definitely taken me out of my current situation and put me into a completely new setting. And I absolutely love it when books do that. So make sure you go check out Lindsay today and see what book she's talking about. And we will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.